Right here, starting on small battlefield.
Right.
Opting to go for this here. A lot of hitboxes that Roy, oh my gosh. Ike
One of
is
these
just going to be
characters.
throwing out. Yeah, they're all sorties. Well, there goes that ether scooping. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that probably this set. Just a lot of ether scooping, or at least double jumping through ether to get out of those situations.
Yeah, Seth seems much more comfortable than a lot of Burst's previous opponents here, which is dealing with the way that he manages pressure on the stage. So a lot of what Burst was going for in previous sets was just finding ways to just force the opponent into the corners, and then not necessarily like touching the shield or trying to hit them, just putting up that wall to where it's like, if you want to get out of corner, you have to go through all of this, and he makes it so impossible to do so. Yeah,
he creates that kind of pressure, that wall, to where your opponent's going to have to try and adapt to get in, but he's ready for the adaptation before it's even started. Like, he is 3 steps ahead of you, and right now, Seth getting pressured by the sword here. Yeah, once again, that Nair putting in work. Burst still hanging on to this first stock. A little unhealthy, but can definitely live it out, especially with the Rage. Can find a second kill here if he's lucky, but not lucky enough to get that tech button going.
So the one thing I do have to just commend with Burst's play is just how well he positions himself around the stage to be able to continue that pressure. Like, case in point.
What an up smash. Crazy. The sword, kind of heavy.
A little bit there.
Yeah, but he's just able to command that stage pressure, as you mentioned, and just kind of create that bubble around him, the no-no area. But Seth, Seth is going to be getting in there.
You might be dead.
You're dead. You're dead.
Goodbye. Okay. So, Burst had a lead. Pretty big one at that. And now we're 1 stock each with only a 26% difference.
Seth being able to come back from that deficit and trying to put this percent through definitely needed that stock right there.
Okay. A little bit of flailing here.
Yeah, a little spaghetti, Can't cook without pasta.
I hate it. I actually hate it.
Yeah, well, who knows? Who knows?
What?
I honestly don't know what you're referring to. There's too much happening. Yeah, they're just swinging. They are just looking for their options. That's what's happening.
Yeah, just a little bit of scrapping going back and forth here with this last stock. Neither one really wanted to overcommit all too much, but still wanted to swing to try and get the kill.
Oh, Seth
still just more swinging, but just nothing quite lethal.
Yeah, Ike's a little heavy to not die to that back air like Joker did. But now you're off stage. Yeah, too much pressure off stage, and Seth will be closing it.
So that last stock was just such a difference from the rest of that game there. We saw, like, you know, combos, link strings, all that kind of stuff for the first 2 stocks. That last stock was nothing but hit for hit for hit, back and forth, just slugging each other.
Yeah, it turned into a completely different game.
What? Oh, who won? Oh, yeah, Doi.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, Burst and Seth did play an Ignition this week, and Seth, unfortunately, did fall to Burst at that event. But this one might have a little bit more weight behind it, so we'll see. But that's a different character choice. That is Pyra Mythra.
Yeah. If he's applying the pressure in the same way that he was doing with Ike with Pyra Mythra, we could see Burst being able to get a game here.
Right.
Like, just keeping that pressure up, but Seth immediately is like,
none of it. No,
no thank you.
I think I'll stay on my side of the stage.
How about this time I play Ike and just not approach and get my options in?
Right, so far finding the damage he needs with Mythra here.
Oh, okay, catching the roll with that jab there. Yeah, right now Burst kind of doing what he did game 1, just kind of keep Seth out of this area and just keeps applying pressure that knocks him back out. Yeah. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of something, a little combos. So here, Seth being able to get a decent amount of percent to bring it back to even. The missed tech will go into a down smash.
Yeah, he needed the foot on edge right there.
I
don't think that Seth was even closer ready to punish that because, yeah, it's kind of like common knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Photon Edge is only good because it exists as a mix-up.
Yeah.
If you had to rely on that move strictly as a recovery option, you would die every single time.
Mm-hmm. But thanks to Mythra being fast in the air, she's able to mix that up.
Right.
Oh, here comes some combos and air dodge. Not finding anything. That F-tilt will be closing it out. Only 9%. Very healthy stock coming in here.
Right.
Even.
Very clean cleanup. Yeah, like you said, only 9%.
Yeah.
Pretty honest overall.
You're seeing right here just kind of that back and forth pressure. Just them trying to look for their openings. Both characters really thriving off the one hit into a combo.
Right.
Especially with Mythra's case. But just Yoshi flying around the shield, it's kind of hard to anticipate it. I don't know what that F smash was, but girl, she reaching.
All right, up airs.
Mm-hmm. God, that's so good for Yoshi. Just the up air combos into the nair, just whack them away so that they can't follow up when you're that close to them.
Yep, no follow up, and if you're close enough to it, it's off stage too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the B reverse with the egg, but not quite finding anything.
Right, good recovery option right there.
Mm-hmm. See right here, Burst just trying to throw out these hitboxes with Pyra. Very explosive character. If you find something that could be a stock or a very good edge guard. Making sure to space himself so he doesn't get caught by Burst coming out from Seth. No pun intended, but...
And this right here is like the sort of situation that Burst really wants to sub, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where he's close up to the ledge, he has these absolutely gigantic, threatening hitboxes that you have to work around. He's not going to overcommit to like lose a positioning, and if he just keeps the same positioning, he's perfectly happy.
Yeah.
Eventually, you got to come in.
Yeah. You got to do something, and that's what it's going to be. Seth being able to close out that stock. You're going to see Burst probably getting a lot more aggressive to
just,
find the kill.
One Pyra option. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. It may be aggressive, but it only takes one. Right here, going back to that even game, Mythra being the one to challenge Yoshi to get this extra %. Trying to find something. These options are just going back and forth. Who's in shield? This is a game of leapfrog.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that.
That
barely survives.
That could have been the game right there if Seth was able to make that go through. Now they're just kind of going back and forth. Even percents could be anyone's game. Whoever gets this neutral win could find their way into another win.
Ooh, Seth wanted that so bad right there.
Mm-hmm. Grab barely not reaching.
Pressure situation again for Burst.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep Seth in the corner, force him through the options that you present.
There is nothing more to say. I mean, that's just how it's been going. There's these pressure options of somebody has to come in eventually. There's the mix-up with Photon Edge.
Staying Mythra only long enough to get out of disadvantage and get into advantage state. Now we're just back to the same game of, can you get through this wall?
Yep. And it's going back and forth. They're just both looking for their options with their hitboxes.
Okay, good mix-up with the grab.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm wondering, we're waiting with a jab, trying to go for a gentleman kill, but the up air. Ooh.
Definitely feel like the jab right there was the wrong option. Seth playing pretty well so far. 2-0 on Burst so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. He was going for the jab for the gentleman kill, but I don't know if a down tilt would have led into something to find him the kill.
Right.
It at least would have sent Seth into disadvantage. Right here. Who did Seth lose to in winners?
I believe it was Atata.
Who is in grands right now,
Yes.
I'm assuming? Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, who? If Seth's been going on 3-0, 3-0 constantly. Okay. Oh, okay.
All right, going back to it. 2-0 lead for Seth.
Yeah, we could see another 3-0 for Seth here. But we'll see how this Game 3 turns out if Burst is able to get himself on the board. Oh.
Okay. Super Power just going straight through that down air.
And you're going to eat another one for it.
Just so funny to me because watching this set just reminds me of Seth playing Smash 4. The way that the meta that evolved in that game was that, well, there was just a whole bunch of Cloud, Bayonetta, and anyone who dared to play anything different. Seth has always stuck to the Yoshi all through Smash 4, through a majority of this game as well. He did have Inklings at some point. Roy, Wolf, few characters, like sprinkled in here and there, but always known for the Yoshi. Him fighting Clouds day in and day out and just going through that, somehow managing to pull out against that character in that matchup. This is very similar to that sort of situation, to where this is a very good character, being Pyra Mythra. Yeah. Yoshi, not really considered, a great character, but Seth could convince you otherwise.
Yeah. Seth has been playing very well tonight, as well as just kind of making sure that he's able to deal with a lot of the whatever goes on with the DLC and other top tiers. But yeah, right now playing from the deficit, though.
Right. But even here, he's just confident within it, with his spacing, positioning, and even find the parries, too.
Yeah, playing a character like this is something to where a lot of people don't have the matchup experience, or at least don't know what Yoshi wants specifically. They have to figure it out. Meanwhile, you can figure out what you can figure out what a Pyra Mythra wants, or a Joker. Okay. We do have the same stock, and that's going to be
no, not quite
good
yet.
DI. Yeah, you saw Burst change the Mythra really fast, and I was like, wait, no, he's not dead. This gentleman grab. Burst sitting very pretty in this game 3, but has to close out the stock still.
Right, there it is.
Back air.
That's just the thought that Pyra puts on the map, though, right? Is that everything that she does is going to kill you at a relatively early percent. Once you're past like that 130, 140 mark, it doesn't matter where you're on the stage. If you get touched once, you're done.
Yeah. Like, she can just throw out an air and still get away with it, so. Oh.
Yeah, good read.
Yeah, interesting. And that's going to be death unless you go to Photon Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Opting to not use Photon Edge and instead trying to grab the ledge with the Prominence Roll, not finding it.
Started with a deficit, but now we're even stocks. Only 53% difference between the two players right now.
Yeah, this is still winnable for Seth by any means. He just has to find his in, and then Burst is just going to play the stock as carefully as he can, because he can't. Basically, if he loses that stage control, he could just get edge guarded by Yoshi. Here comes some combos. We got a little bit of food going.
Doesn't kill. There's no way. That was even close to the blast zone. What are you talking about, game?
The game does whatever it wants.
Right. Throw him up, though? Really?
Opting to go for something different. Maybe messing with the DI or just kind of seeing what he would do in a panic state, seeing a new throw. Ooh.
Up air not doing it quite yet. That looked like it was going to kill, but Yoshi being a little bit heavy.
But he's at that percent. You know, we mentioned before, anything that you get hit with Pyra, you're dead. So just let's find one more.
This back air. Barely.
Almost lived that. The rage definitely mattered there. Or there was no rage. Never mind.
Right. All right. So, Burst put himself on the board here.
Now having to play once again at deficit.
Jackson, can you hear a buzzing in the headset? Okay.
Alrighty, we'll see what they're doing for Game 4, what stage they're going to be going to, opting for.
So, this is the first time Seth is counterpicking in the 2 sets that we've seen of him right now.
Yeah.
Not sure where he's going to be going with it. We will see.
5 games in a row, though. Definitely nothing to scoff at. Alrighty. So you're here opting to stay the same characters here. Going for PS2.
Shout out to Dragon Ball Fighter Z with this music.
That is going. That's not top 8, but it's been going, you know. But yeah, PS2 being a pick that I think works out because you're going to be living longer due to the blast zones and just overall stage size.
Right.
Just having a bit more space to play around with, considering that Burst has been putting walls around his character. Oh, that was a mash out. That was a mash out Photon Edge. He did not mean to go for that. Left him
Burst doing his best
30%.
quick play Pyra impression.
Oh, that could have been a scary situation that set up Seth for an early cheese kill, but you got to go for the photon edge here.
Yeah, gone.
Not finding it. And Seth once again up the stock after the first one. Missed input on the neutral B.
Right, Foresight just kind of playing off in this matchup. A lot of Yoshi's combos end up being vertical, so the Foresight just drops him through, and that, in a lot of situations, is all he needs to get out of combos, or pretty much scot-free.
And sometimes even getting the reversal on juggles as well. Just being able to land on stage faster than your opponent sets you up. It allows you to just set yourself up where you want to be.
That was a fantastic tomahawk grab. Back air, not yet.
No, that was forward air, I thought, right?
It looks the same.
It killed either way.
Yeah.
And right now, Burst getting himself on the board here, but not without a lot of percent going. Seth looking to close out a stock at 90, potentially even higher. Seeing right here, a little bit of combos going. Oh, Seth didn't go for the back air that Burst was expecting, and that's why he air dodged. And I think that was a good mix-up that just kind of caught Burst off guard for a little bit.
Good grabs. Just kind of favors down throw in a lot of these situations, even though nothing's true out of it.
It's setting him up for a little bit of percent, which is all you really need. He's almost got it back to even, to where anyone could steal the stock and be ahead in this last stock. Right now, yeah, they're just kind of playing their wall situation. Just both players not getting phased by this also. Like, both of them are playing fairly patient and just sticking to their plans, not really going for anything too crazy.
The one thing I have noticed with the difference, wow, that was so close. The difference between this set with Burst compared to previous sets, he's not really going for any really ballsy reads with any smash attacks. The option's definitely there with Mythra or Pyra.
Oh,
Those hit like a truck.
I'm surprised you mentioned that. Okay,
just done.
Back air even. I was going to say down smash. Is that something that can catch you off guard?
Right.
And I really do think Burst could be able to use that a little bit more, but Seth now a little bit behind, but looking to get some Yoshi combos to get this back to even.
Right. With that
That's going to do it. Not the SD.
Cosmos. Goes to Cosmos past visiting Burst.
No, and that's an awful way to end this set. Not the Cosmos.